Bubblegum Simulator is getting an official sequel from Rumble Studios, and we know this because developers spoke about it pretty recently. With that, they shared some information, images, and even small clips of what the new game will be like, what will be different about it, and more. So let's actually take a look on everything that we know right now. Last week, I posted a video about pet catchers, and just a few hours later, Isaac, the lead developer, revealed that they are working on a new Bubblegum Simulator sequel since everyone asked for it. Those were news that people were happy to hear about, and since then, we have gotten some information about the game. Let's start with the fact that new Bubblegum Simulator game won't have a 2 in its name, but instead will have something else at the end. But it's basically the same thing, so call it the way you want until the name is actually revealed. The new Bubblegum Simulator should have all of the best aspects from all the games the studio has created, while also having the original Bubblegum Simulator feeling. That does sound pretty good, only have to hope that the fun aspects will actually be fun in the modern time. Also, you probably wonder when the game would be out. Well, there is an answer to that. The developers are hoping to release new BGS in around 2 months, which could be around November or December this year. If you played the original Bubblegum Simulator or Pet Catchers and bought Game Passes there, you will get a small bonus for that in the new game, but don't expect anything crazy. And if you were a player of original Bubblegum Simulator, you know unlocking all islands in a new world was pretty easy. This is something developers want to improve in the new game to make it more of a challenge. And if you are worried about the game having not many things on release, well, worry not, since developers will add stuff like trading and competitive boards already on release, which might give it a better start. If you think Pet Catchers was complicated to play, then the new game will be simple and easy to grind. If that's good or bad is for you to decide personally. There will be world events, where apparently you will need to grind with other players, but I'm guessing doing it solo would also work for those who likes to stay in VIP servers. About pets in new Bubblegum Simulator, you will see many of the older pets that already existed before, while also we will see some new pets too. Continuing on the island unlocking in new worlds, that process should be more fun since cloud jumping should be more engaging, but to make it more of a challenge, there's going to be different gravity in different worlds. That's also made for players to actually progress before unlocking all of the islands in a new world. More on the island jumping, we might see something more than just clouds, maybe different obstacles and some kind of rings for you to jump through and get bonuses. The islands will have more than just big chests, possibly making them more important, which is something I wouldn't mind for sure. Those things could be something like global server bosses, or traders that could sell you something. Now, something about the pets. They might not have any leveling system anymore. A bit later, I will show some more information on them, which could explain why. You may remember mini-games in Bubblegum Simulator. They didn't give anything special, though. But that can change. In the new game, there should be mini-games with their own special rewards, maybe if you actually gain skills in the mini-game and, for example, survive for long enough instead of it being luck-based. Not many would probably remember, but there used to be a BGS bot which tell you when you hatched a secret pet, for example. Developers have plans on returning it, most likely already on release, which would be pretty cool. Something that will work with the bot is the pet existing amount. We do have that with Pet Simulator, both in-game and in the Discord bot, so I guess it will be made in a similar way. Here's a look on what the game will mainly be about. The core will be hatching, just like in original Bubblegum Simulator, and then there will be other things that would be more competitive outside of hatching, such as blowing bubbles if I had to guess. Since trading will be a thing in the new Bubblegum Simulator game, there are plans on adding Trading Zone, basically similar to Trading Plaza in Pet Simulator. Remember when secret pets used to be secret? That is coming back to the new Bubblegum Simulator game. Since players wanted secret pets to actually be secret, this will be a thing in the new game. That probably means they will be very hard to hatch and would actually stay unknown until someone gets one hatched. In this game, you will have skill trees, and it won't really be like in Pet Catchers, which players might like more. Something that could make players work more together are clans. Clans might become a part of the new Bubblegum Simulator game, which I think many would like join and compete with other clans. If you were wondering on how often the game would update after releasing, The answer is weekly or bi-weekly. Shouldn't be longer than that. Since the main thing about the game will be hatching, you will actually be able to hatch more than 3 eggs. The number will most likely be 6, and if I had to guess a part of it, you would have to buy with a Game Pass, and the other earn it as a free-to-play player, pretty similar to how Pet Simulator does it. And more about hatching, some secret pets might have a limit on how many can be hatched. How big the limits would be is unknown, though. Also, more hatching shouldn't cause any problems with inventory space. That's because they will most likely make the inventory space unlimited. Here's an image showing a small part of the inventory, and as you can see, the doggies stack WTIH each other. You can probably see a part of bigger doggy, that's extra large pet. XL pets will be just like shiny and mythic pets, a variant of a pet that you could hatch, and it would be a little bigger. That's basically huge pets from Pet Simulator, but without their unique ability to copy stats of your strongest pet and being very rare to hatch. Also talking about variants of the pets, Shiny Pet will look like this, pretty much how they did in Bubblegum Simulator. There has always been an issue with secret pets in Rumble Studio games. They become useless after a few updates, and it seems like this time they want to fix that issue since the way they've been doing did get kind of outdated with Pet Simulator's huge pets. We might see something like rebirths or prestiges in the new Bubblegum Simulator, probably similar to how Pet Simulator does it since they would also be a limited amount of them and would give you upgrades and stuff. I got another image for you to see that showcases how UI would look in the game, but this time for the shops. If you played the original Bubblegum Simulator, you probably would recognize these flavors. If in the original game they weren't that useful because of pets. I wonder if the flavors will actually become useful now, even with rare pets. Something that would make the worlds in this game more useful is that they will have their own exclusive mechanics. That should make the players return more often to these worlds. Here's a little clip of how the pets will look like in the inventory as well as the shiny pets, and this does remind of Pet Simulator UI. And talking about UI, here's another image which now shows us how pets information will look like. You can tell it was inspired by Pet Simulator 99. If we just take a look on it side by side, I would personally prefer Pet Simulator's UI, but they did a decent job at improving its look though. Here's a closer look on how new Doggy and Kitty will look like. Compared to the old versions, they did get a change, but a tiny one like shadowing. Do you prefer new or old versions? And that's kinda everything I got. We did get to see many things, and we can get an idea already now on how the new Bubblegum Simulator will be like. I'm personally giving it a try for sure, but I can tell that I did lose some trust in the studio by now. After mining Simulator 2 and Pet Catchers, I can't fully trust this studio since updates are the biggest problem for them, but it's worth giving the new game a try in my opinion. But what do you think about this new Bubblegum Simulator game? If you enjoyed the video, you should definitely like and subscribe. I would appreciate it. You can watch one of these videos while waiting for a new one. They are good too. Join my Discord server. You can chat with me and others members. The link is in description, and I will see you soon.